How's it going, everyone? James Lynch here for Odds Checker US, taking a look at Saturday's UFC 271 pay-per-view, which goes down at the Toyota Center in Houston, Texas. We're going to start first in the lightweight division, opening up the pay-per-view. It is Nasarat Hack Press taking on Bobby Green. You can see there Hack Press, the underdog at plus 140, the favorite, Bobby Green, minus 165. Big age gap here, 26 years old for Hack Press, 35 years old for Green. They're both 5'10", and Hack Press has a slight reach advantage at 72 compared to 71 in this one. Really pivotal matchup here. Green, of course, coming off that huge win over Ally Quinta, where he finished him in the first round on the New York card last year, and Hack Press coming off a win, or a loss, I should say, over Dan Hooker in his last fight. So looking to bounce back after that last fight. So really intriguing fight to kick off the pay-per-view. Next fight we're going to look at here is Phillips and Marcelo Rojo. Phillips, a big favorite here, minus 350. The comeback on Rojo, plus 260. 26 years old compared to 33. 5'8" apiece and 72-inch reach compared to 71. Phillips, of course, coming off a bit of a controversial fight against Boncharin in his last fight. Marcelo Rojo, of course, his last fight was against Charles Jourdain. He was finished in that fight, so he's going to be moving down a weight class for this one. So really intriguing matchup in the bantamweight division. The next fight we're going to have a quick look at here is Jared Cannonier and Derek Brunson. This is one of the most even fights, I should say, on this card. Cannonier, a slight favorite at minus 180. The comeback on Brunson, plus 155. 37 years old compared to 38. 5'11" to 6'1", 77.5-inch reach compared to 77. Pretty even matchup like the odds suggest here. The question is, can Cannonier keep this standing and outstrike Derek Brunson? And can Derek Brunson, conversely, can he use his wrestling and maybe switch things up a bit in this fight? It's only 3 rounds, so it'll be really interesting to see how this one unfolds here. Of course, Brunson on a really nice winning streak heading into this. 5 in a row, including a nice finish over Darren Till in his last fight. In Cannonier, if you remember, is coming off that win over Calvin Gastelum. Just the one loss to Robert Whitaker, who we're going to talk about here shortly. The next fight we have is Derek Lewis and Tai Tuivasa. Lewis getting a pretty good turnaround from his last fight in December over Chris Daukaus. He's back fighting in his hometown of Houston, Texas. He's a slight favorite here at minus 190. The comeback on Tuivasa, plus 160. 37 years old here for Lewis, just 28 for Tuivasa. Lewis is 6'3", Tuivasa 6'2", 79-inch reach compared to 75. So Lewis is going to be the bigger fighter, and obviously a lot older too. And you look here, Lewis, huge win over Chris Daukaus in his last fight. Just the one loss to Cyril Gane over his last couple fights, but Gane, as we know, ended up fighting Francis Ngannou for the title. Also has a knockout win over Curtis Blaydes, which is tough to do. A lot of stoppage wins in his last couple fights. He's been looking really good overall. And Tuivasa, he's really turned things around. You know, he lost 3 in a row at the end of 2019, and since then he has won 4 straight fights. Most notably, his last fight was a 26-second finish in the second round over Augusto Sakai. Also has a win over former NFL star Greg Carty. So Tuivasa, well-deserved for this opportunity. Can he capitalize? Can he spoil the party of Derek Lewis? We're going to find out on Saturday. And then the main event, the highly anticipated rematch between Israel Adesanya and Robert Whitaker. Adesanya, the favorite at minus 275. The comeback on Whitaker, plus 220. You can see here pretty even, right? Adesanya just 1 year older. A little bit bigger here, 6'4" compared to 6 feet tall, and 80-inch reach compared to 73.5. So Adesanya going to utilize that reach advantage in the fight. I will have a video on my pick for the main event, but watch that in a separate video here. But really exciting main event. And also got to point out, this is a regular card, so the prelims will start at 3 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. Eastern time, and the obviously the pay-per-view will start at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific time. So just keep that in mind if you're looking to check out the card. My name is James Lynch. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel at Odds Checker US, where you will get my breakdowns every single week along with my fighter interviews. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy the fights this Saturday, and I'll see you guys soon.